T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and...
Hi everyone, welcome back to Space Store Live and Kids AM. My name is Leah. So this week we are learning about women in space. There are lots of different jobs that people hold that support the space program and help astronauts get up into space to the International Space Station. This last weekend we sent 2 astronauts up to the International Space Station on a different rocket ship called the Falcon 9. Normally they launch with the Soyuz capsule that goes from Kazakhstan, but this one went from the United States of America. One of the jobs that helps those 2 astronauts get to space is the flight director. The flight director helps in mission control, which is the big room with all the tables and desks and the big screens that show all of the different numbers and data that help make sure that everything goes smoothly so that they actually get there safely. The flight director sits and helps with that team, and she makes lots of decisions and makes sure that the astronauts are safe the whole way up to the station. So today I thought it would be fun to make a mission control desk of our own using some cardboard and paper and different bits that we find around our house. Here I found a nice big kind of a long piece of cardboard. You can find, whatever you have. If you have a box, you can fold in half, or if it's already in this table-like position, then that's better. Because mine was a flat piece and it kept falling down, I used some string and I made like a hinge so that it would sit straight up when I wanted it to. So what I did was I poked some holes here and I tied knots on the other end so that it didn't move. And then when you open it, it won't go anywhere and it'll sit straight up like that. So now I have a little desk that I could actually take with me wherever I want to play. The other thing I used were milk jug tops. So I obviously use semi-skimmed milk because it's green, green top milk, but if you have red or blue, or if you have different bottle tops that even if they have something written on the top, you can cover them with paper. Just glue a piece of paper and make your own button to say whatever you want to say, or you can use a marker and draw different things on them. So I'm using these buttons as an abort button. I've got a launch button, and I've got different dials and meters that we're going to show different things. So I'm going to glue them on to this part and make my buttons. And you can use just normal glue, or if you have a hot glue gun and you have an adult to help you, you can use that too. So you can also add like a screen up here and maybe one down here that has the countdown. I put the date of the launch this last weekend here, and I'll just glue these on and I'll tell you a little bit about Ginger Kerrick, who is flight director at NASA. Ginger Kerrick was a little girl growing up. She really wanted to be an astronaut. So she worked really hard in school and learned a lot of maths and a lot of English and a lot of science, and she worked really hard in school. She got ready so that she could apply to be an astronaut one day when she was an adult and they were taking applications. But she didn't pass the medical exam. It's very important that you be extremely healthy to be an astronaut so that you don't get sick in space. And she didn't pass that part, and she was a little disappointed. But at the time, she was actually training astronauts to do what they do. And so what she did was she trained even harder, and she trained for another 4 years so that she could work more closely with the astronauts And even though she couldn't go up to space herself, she could help them get there as a flight director. And so she's one of the only people that has the job that she has who's never actually been in space. And now she's doing her dream, which is gets to work in space every single day. The other thing I put was I found this shoebox top, and I cut the top off, and it kind of looked like a keyboard. And so I covered it with paper, and I drew what a keyboard looks like. And I'm gonna adhere it to this part so that it looks like something that I can type on. This one, you might need something stronger than white glue, either the hot glue or a piece of tape or some tape to get it on. So that is my mission control desk. Isn't that fun? You can put a handle here if you want to. Take it to your room, down to your playroom, or wherever you want to go on a play date, and pretend you're a flight director like Ginger Kerrick. So this week at Space Store Live, we have a very special guest coming to speak on Thursday evening at 5:30 British time. Her name is Libby Jackson, and she wrote this book, A Galaxy of Her Own, Amazing Stories of Women in Space. Ginger's story, being a flight director, is in this book, along with 49 other stories of women who've done lots of different jobs for the space program. If you would like to join us and learn a little bit more about women in space from Libby, join us on Thursday at 5:30, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We would love to see your work. If you make one of these mission control desks of your own, then take a photo and use the hashtag SpaceStoreLive or KidsAM, and have your parents help you upload it to one of the social media platforms, and we'd love to see it there. See you next time. Bye.